Hey, my beautiful ladies and gents, my Fly fam. Welcome back to 111 PB Fly. So we're going to check into the energy. If you are new here, thanks for stopping through. If y'all been rocking with me, you know what? I'm glad you back, okay? I'm glad you back. So we're going to tap in and see what's going on. Cross watchers, you are welcome. If you want to keep something for yourself or run tell that, so be it. As long as you hear, you picking up something that's for you, okay? So let's see what's going on in the energy. First and foremost, I have, um, okay. So because you did not stay silent, you refused to stay silent and you spoke your truth, you're being rewarded and recognized, okay? So congratulations to you, whoever this is, the collective or someone within the collective energy, all right? So because you chose to follow your heart and not stay silent on what you feel on things of, success, health, vibing high, you're being rewarded and recognized, okay? Your hard work is going to pay off soon. And that, you detached from a situation that was no longer serving you. You are speaking your truth on things and experiences, things that you've been through. You're trusting your intuition, you're trusting your outcome. You're no longer being unauthentically you, okay? You allow people to be deceptive towards you before, but I feel like by you detaching from this energy, you're walking away from this deception with gratitude. You're not having any hard feelings. You're not, upset. I feel like it taught you to be authentically you, okay? And now with these rewards and recognition, I feel like your abundance is coming in. I feel like you're no longer paying attention to people that pass judgment on you. I feel like, you reassessed the situation when it came to your circle, your family, your friends, things that were surrounding you. And now you're moving in a space where, you have endless possibilities. You're on your way to success and you are definitely being recognized. And I feel like the angels are really, really proud of you, okay? So let's see, what is this about? What's going on? Let's get a card on the table. Let's see. Ancestor, spirit guides, thank you for clear, concise answers for the collective and for myself. Shoot, what we need to know for our highest good, okay? What do we need to know? All right, I'm gonna shuffle. First up, we got Starseed in reverse. We got Ice King in reverse, okay? We have Enamor. And we have self-love in reverse. All right. What's the underlying energy here? Conflict. Ooh, okay. Karmic femme is behind that. So let's see. What is this about? All right. Let's see. Spirit guides, what we need to know. All right. All right. Spirit guides, what we need to know about this starseed in reverse. What's going on with this energy? Okay. All right, so for the star seed in reverse, 53 might be relevant to somebody, 42, 63, 59, 55, okay? First up, we got the Nine of Wands with this star seed in reverse. So somebody's very defensive and stubborn when it comes to... somebody's been very defensive and stubborn when it comes to claiming... this starseed is not who she says she is. Huh. Let's see. What is this about? Two of Swords in reverse. Indecision. Okay. Painful choices. Okay. So somebody was defensive and stubborn when it came to someone that was not a starseed. Okay. I feel like they had choices. They had a choice to make a decision and between two relationships, or some type of situation facing their fears. They were at a crossroads, and I feel like out of the two, they chose wrong, and they chose someone that was not who they said they were, okay? And now they're defensive and stubborn about this. The Two of Swords, once again, okay? Bottom of the deck, we had Two of Swords. We have Two of Swords right here again. So I feel like this was very heavy on this person. They're no longer confused. when it comes to the situation that they were indecisive about, okay? They know that there was no growth with this person that they chose. This person was not a star seed, okay? They did not bring success. They did not, they did not have self-love, you know. They lack creativity. This person was not a leader, all right? And they are sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. All right. So this person realizing that they made a mistake here. Okay. Let's see. Let's get y'all some views so you can see. All right. If you're here, please don't forget to like the video. Okay. Let me know how you feel about what I'm dropping down. Okay. Manifestation in reverse. This person did not get a wish fulfillment. I feel like they lost their ability to get blessings, and now they want to swerve this situation. They realize that this is something that they're not compatible with. Okay, the Rona. I feel like this person did not get infected or disease. Okay, somebody might have been sick here. They realized they got lucky and swerved a disease here in this situation, okay? All right, let's see. What is this Ice King about in reverse? Okay. We have the Page of Swords in reverse, all right? So, this Ice King is somebody that is no longer being vengeful. They're not being, mischievous. They were being real cold back to somebody. Let's see. What's going on in this situation? What is this? Okay. Can I get one? Oops, it fell on the floor. Ooh. All right. I got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. All right. Delayed progress and setbacks in this situation. This Ice King is in reverse. All right. Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. So I feel like this person is having some misfortune, some unpredictable setbacks after being vengeful and mischievous in a situation with someone here. We got the Seven of Cups here. They had multiple choices. They were confused, okay? Again, they were in illusions, and these illusions brought a lot of setbacks. They no longer want to be cold in this situation, but, they're already having these delays and these setbacks here. With this Ten of Wands here, this person, they refused to walk away. They didn't have the willpower to walk away from a situation. They didn't put in any effort. Now they don't want these burdens and this stress, but I feel like, these complications are what they are. They're going to have to ride this out in this situation. Okay, let's see. What is this they have to deal with? What's actually going on? Can we get a clue? What's going on here? Irrational, intoxicated, irreconcilable differences. Okay, so I feel like, they didn't want to break up, but they acted real irrational in a situation, and they refused to let something go. So they refused to they had these choices. We saw that. This person had choices. They refused to let one situation go, but they acted irrational. I feel like they moved too fast and did something and went in another direction. Yeah, now they don't want to feel isolated. I feel like they realized they made the wrong decision and went the wrong way. Now they have to be responsible and face these challenges, okay? Now it's time to grow up, okay? Face these insecurities, okay? You know what you did, and it's time to face that monster and just manage whatever this is the right way, okay? All right. Divine timing is here. Be patient with yourself for your highest good. Divine protection, God's will. I feel like this is fated for whatever this is to happen the way that it did. And this was a learning lesson for someone, okay? So we have enamored here. What is going on with this enamored? We have the Two of Swords in reverse now, okay? Again, somebody was enamored by someone that was disloyal. Okay, they made a change that took them in the wrong direction. I feel like this is this starseed here. This person had two choices and they made the worst of the two choices, okay? With the Four of Wands here, this person was dealing with insecurity, mistrust, contradictions. They left home, for something that made them completely unhappy. You know, they had a situation and they made the wrong decision and went the wrong way. We have the Five of Swords here, okay? This person played a lot of mind games, very deceptive, did anything to win, okay? At all costs. Damn. Seven of Pentacles is here. This was not a long-term investment. You know, they didn't put in the effort. You know, false promises, a lot of delays. Confirmation. Well, damn. Okay. You know, there was no reward in this situation. I can't. Spirit said it. I ain't say it. Okay. Saturn is here. They don't want this karma. This person did not have discipline. Okay. They hadn't learned the lessons. They weren't responsible. They went through the most here. Okay. In this situation. My goodness. What else we need to know? All right. Cuffed. All right. Wedding bells. All right. Wow. You know, I feel like they realized what they did. They don't want these legal issues and they don't want this wedding. If they married this person, they no longer want that. They don't want to be with them. Divine counterpart, twin flame, karmic, your person. All right? They do not want this person. All right? They chose out of many and they chose the wrong one. They chose the wrong counterpart. All right? What is this self-love in reverse? All right, the Fool. Somebody's very obsessive, indecisive, okay? Wrong decision, abandonment, mental, emotional overflow. Okay, so this person did not love themselves. They were very obsessive. They thought this was the pretty princess, the pre-empress energy, okay? Let's see, what else do we need to know? The Chariot, yeah. All right, this obsession, because they did not love themselves, they moved irrationally, very obsessively, and now they're trying to overcome these obstacles that, you know, they put themselves in. You know, I feel like them choosing wrong, it put them in a bad circumstance where they went backwards, okay? I feel like they went backwards. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles, they were juggling and now they no longer have any options. You know, this is all played out and now they want to come out of this limbo. Many people think excitement is happiness, but when you are excited, you are not peaceful. True happiness is based on peace. This is in reverse. So I feel like this person, they went the wrong way. They didn't love themselves. They moved very obsessively and now they do not have peace and they're trying to overcome this, okay? They're trying to get out of whatever this situation is that they have gotten themselves intertwined in, okay? Can we get a card? Can we get one? All right, should I stay reevaluating the relationship, okay? This person realizes that this situation didn't bring them any peace. And now I realize, maybe they're feeling like they realize now. With this Two of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this individual knows now that they chose the wrong way. They didn't love themselves enough in this obsessive energy. And now they're trying to overcome these obstacles because they don't have peace. And now they're reevaluating the two choices that they had in the first place, okay? Family is in reverse. I feel like chaos is here. They don't want these conflict. They don't want this conflict with their family anymore. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot of chaos over a contract that they should have never been in the first place. This is in reverse, okay? Let's see what's going on. As I speak of conflict, the underlying energy is conflict. So let's break this down. What is this about? The Knight of Swords, seizing the opportunity, courageous, okay? Mental agility, warns against rash decisions, okay? So again, we spoke about somebody moving irrationally, you know, obsessively into something that they should not have gotten themselves into. And it's created a lot of conflicts here, okay? Justice is here. So things are being balanced out. We do see legal right here in reverse, all right? So things, whether this is a contract, a marriage, we did see that too. So I feel like things are being balanced out here. For every cause is an effect. You know, we saw adulting and responsibility. I feel like this person is now being forced to be responsible and handle these things in the right way in order to get a fresh start, okay? They're taking a risk, a leap of faith to do the right thing, to balance things out, you know, to manage the responsibilities. I think taking account, being accountable for the actions that they took in this situation. Heart chakra. Somebody's heart is open, okay? They're having a hard time, you know, going through their emotions or what have you, but their heart is open, you know, their compassion and kind is here. What else do we need to know? What else? Ooh, okay. All right. So somebody's being left on red. They have low tolerance for this conflict. They don't want to deal with this crap anymore, okay? They're tired of being wishy-washy and playing it safe, all right? So this person now wants to move on the up and up. They want to get things together, okay? That's what this fool is here. They want to take a risk and move in the right direction. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? 3 is a lot, but I'll take it, okay? Wow. They want to run away from this, okay? Law is here, judge. I feel like the law is being set. With this justice here, things are being made right, and this person has to wake up. I feel like this person is wide awake. They want a clean break. They want a fresh start. They want to get away from this situation. So, you know, with lawyer here, I feel like maybe this is a court situation, and when they go through court, they're going to stand firm on this new decision to move in a clean direction, and they're going to keep away from this nonsense, or, you know, they're trying to get away from this or whatever. Let's get a message from the universe. Let's get a message from the universe. Wow. Okay, what we need to know? That just flew out. Okay. Try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories, okay? And I feel like this is perfect because with this Fool card here, this is about somebody risking it all to take a leap of faith for a new start. And I feel like Spirit is saying, you know what you did. You made a wrong decision. Now you're learning the lessons from this situation, and don't concentrate on the past. Focus on the right now and concentrate on what you're going to do moving forward. You know, every second counts. Nothing's promised, but you know, you take everything in stride a day at a time and build new memories. All right. Confirmation. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we have any inspirational feelings, emotions, okay? Can we put a happy note on here with this individual, what they feeling, or we can send their way? Can I get one? Wow. All right, I'm going to take these 3 and I'm going to put the rest of these back. I'm going to take you 2 because you're sticking out, so you might be relevant. Let's see. All right. Oops. I feel like somebody is coming out of fear, and as they come out of fear, they're having a breakthrough about a dilemma that they're no longer in, and I feel like it's bringing them sadness, okay? They've been in fear too long, and I feel like they're not in fear anymore. They're having a breakthrough when it comes to their emotions and making moves and thinking for themselves and, you know, doing things the right way. It says, breakthrough refers to the moment of successfully breaking through limitations and obstacles when facing challenges, symbolizing your entry into a new phase. Yeah, they're releasing the fear and they're having a breakthrough. Reminds you that despite current difficulties, every effort is paving the way for your success. Didn't we just say this with the universe? I feel like they're coming out of this dilemma with these 2 of Swords, these choices that they had. With sadness here, I feel like there's a sense of sadness that they are dealing with with the consequences of the choices that they made. But with this breakthrough here, I feel like the universe is telling you, don't dwell on the past. You made your mistakes, learn from them. Don't stay stuck on it. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the here and right now. That's how you continue to heal and you build new memories so you can move forward in peace. Okay? All right. I hope this message helped. This is your reading. All right. If you like it, drop a heart, drop a comment, and hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can get all my messages when I post. Until then, next time. I love you guys. Thank you. Bye.